Hi, I'm Carl with Aviom. I'm here at American Musical Supply, and today we're going to talk about Aviom's new BOOM Tactile Transducer System. The BOOM Tactile Transducer System is designed to enhance in-ear monitor and headphone mixes. It's a terrific add-on to any in-ear system or any headphone system on stage or in the studio. The heart and soul of the system is the BOOM-1 Tactile Transducer Processor Amplifier. The BOOM-1 is essentially a specialized analog front end, high gain, followed by a DSP engine that's optimized for tactile transducers and optimized for Aviom specific tactile transducers. There are 4 tactile transducers that go along with the BOOM-1 processor. They are a clamp-on transducer, a seat to sit on for keyboard players, a raised performance stool for guitar players, bass players, and a platform for standing applications, whether it be singers, horn players, bass players, etc. What these systems do is add the feel back into the IM and headphone mixes. So modern day in-ear monitors, modern day headphones sound fantastic. However, they're missing the element that you would get from a wedge on the floor, a large wedge with a lot of power, or a lot of times we're going virtual on stage. We're giving up bass amplifiers or drums. I'm a drummer myself, a singing drummer, and I love electronic drums as well. But when I play electronic drums, I miss my kick drum from my acoustic kick drum kicking me back. Those kinds of things get added back into the mix when you incorporate tactile transducers. And that's what the BOOM-1 system does. So talking about this processor, it's extremely easy to use. Basically, there's a strength control, which gives you the amount of effect that you're going to have. And then there's a feel control that goes from tight to loose and back to tight. And it's very easy to dial in. It's very content dependent, and under the hood, there's a lot going on with filtering, there's a lot going on with dynamics, control, but in a nutshell, you'll be able to tell what you like very quickly just by going through and scrolling through these 3 settings. A tight control might be used, for example, by a drummer to really articulate the kick drum. The looser control might be used by a bass player so that more notes on the fretboard come through the tactile system and blend in with the in-ear or headphone mix. The last button here is awesome. It's called the mute, and it just takes it away. And I tell people, get this dialed in when they try it, and just get it to where you sort of forget it's there. In 30 seconds to a minute, you don't even know you have this tactile transducer running. And then you press the mute button and take it away. And usually it's a jaw-dropping experience because what it adds is profound. And when you don't have it, you really understand what's missing, the difference between having great sound and great sound with that energy feel that you get from big open speakers or a big giant kick drum in front of you or things like that, subwoofers. So let's take a look at some of the details on the rear panel of the BOOM-1 Tactile Transducer Processor. The tactile transducer itself plugs in with the speaker connector into the back right there, and then you see there's a couple inputs, and the most important piece is the DSP profile selector switch. This matches specifically to each tactile transducer in our product line, and you want to set that switch for whichever you're using, whether it be the platform, the performance stool, the keyboard seat, or the clamp-on tactile transducer. A couple other things to note on the back. There's a few alternate inputs. So as I mentioned earlier, you can take your headphone mix and go right into the front and then out. These jacks are repeated on the back. You can go in the back, out the front, in the front, out the back, stick to the back, stick to the front. It's extremely versatile. The other way in is with a balanced XLR. So if you're deriving your monitor mixes from a console, you have an extra aux, you may want to get a little more sophisticated and say, I only want in my tactile, for example, my bass guitar, my kick drum, snare drum, and toms, and maybe keyboards, some of the things that are making the low-end content. You can do things like that. So it's a little more sophisticated approach by using that XLR balanced in. And this is your stereo feed, again, right from your headphones. Whatever's driving your headphone here can come right through, and it's basically a very high impedance tap. It doesn't change the sound of your headphones at all, and your headphones just go right through the box. And it's that simple. If you, by some chance, want to use a larger system with many transducers, say, bolted under a stage, and you want a larger piece, you can still use the entire DSP engine in this, which has really been optimized for tactile transducers. And this is an output that can go to a much larger amp or amp farm, and this is simply the gain for that output. So it gets very versatile on the back here, but it's also real simple to use. Literally set the dip switch and you're done. The beauty of it is it all comes back. All of that missing energy, all of that feel comes back to you when you use the Boom system. That tactile energy replaces that missing piece. It's a really profound, I call it even a magical experience. You'll love it. You'll want to try it. So check out the Boom system at AmericanMusical.com.